Hello everyone. Today we have our special guest with us, Shweta Pathak, founder of Aakarshan Jewels. She has also been featured in Forbes India Top 10 Women Entrepreneur. She also has an experience of 8 years in IT industry. She is known for her creativity and innovation. We welcome you, ma'am, from the whole Bloggers Alliance family, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure is all mine, Neha. Thank you so much.
Sure. So, ma'am, you are the founder of Aakarshan Jewels. So, how you came up with this idea and what obstacles you faced in your journey?
Actually, it's a destiny call, I would say, Neha, because I had been a nerd since my school days. So I was a maths bio student, preparing for my medical, but got through my engineering because in that particular year only, I had physics, chemistry common to both PET and PMT. So I just took a chance because I wanted to focus on PMT, but I was very good at maths. So for me, destiny always played a role. So I got through engineering in my free seat. So I did my engineering in computer science, then I did my master from symbiosis. I got into IBM, so I worked with IBM for 4 years. Then I took a break for my daughter. Then I did my executive MBA from IIT Delhi. So life has been taking its twist and turn based on the priorities I had in my life. But there came a point in life where I had to quit my job because my daughter needed me, and I felt that I'm somewhere missing the work-life balance. So then I had, if I quit my IT, I knew nothing else. So I was only a nerd and I was only good with technical and technicalities and worked in IT through and through. For me, getting into a second career was never an option. But it happened when I had to take a plunge. So I saw my father collecting a lot of gemstone strings and all. So I said, let's try, getting into this, what exactly these gems are all about. So then I did my first exhibition, got my string certified from Jashri Panchikar. So I did my exhibition at Gehna, Pune, and which was at La Meridian. And then I got a very good response because it was all certified strings and everything. So I realized that if I could just do so well in one day with no prior knowledge, what if I get into it? So then I did my gemology from Jashri Panchikar. So while I was doing gemology from Jashri Panchikar, I realized that for diamond grading, I need something better. So I was traveling and I came across a book which told me about GIA India. So I was doing everything with my daughter. So it was not possible for me to do for anything, any full-fledged courses or something like that. So I saw that, and then I saw a course in GIA, which was a distance learning course in which I only had to go to lab for 1 week. So that this is manageable. So then I did my diamond reading from GIA. I did that lab. After doing that lab, I went to Surat Mandi. Then I went to Panna mines and explored through complete supply chain. So then one thing led to other. I kept exploring, kept doing, and it's been a journey of 12 years. So Akarshan standing tall with a lot of efforts being put into it.
Mhm. Interesting, ma'am. And it's very interesting to see how you struggled being a mother and you achieved this great work. And I'm
See,
also,
it's not
yeah.
struggle. It is like juggling, which all mother does, irrespective of what profession they have. The motherhood brings an additional, thing to women, which where we have something like we just to make that, because since we are an educated woman, we want to make something good out of our life, but at the same time, we don't want to miss on our responsibilities.
Yes, ma'am. Great, ma'am. And also, you have worked in various big organizations like IBM, Tech Mahindra, around 8 years of
Yes,
experience. So, which
yes.
learnings from IT sector do you find useful?
A lot of them, because I think when I came to Bhopal, it's just as I think I had a lot of twists and turns in my life, and at one point of time I got rooted back to my native. So coming to Bhopal in 2012 wasn't a very welcoming change. People even said ki Shweta finished. I was quite taken back by how exactly I'm going to manage things and how I'm going to work upon. But since I was very technically savvy, I could make use of my LinkedIn contacts. I could connect people through my LinkedIn. I met so many people over Instagram or Facebook. So one, I said like a technical aspects of my previous career helped me to grow Akarshan to the level where I am. Otherwise, sitting in a tier two city with not a great audience, it wasn't easy.
Hmm. Yes, ma'am. Good, ma'am. And ma'am, you have been awarded with several awards as Forbes India Top 10 Women Entrepreneur, Outlook Inspiring Business Leader. So, can you tell
Yeah.
us three important factors which you consider most important behind your success?
I think perseverance. I never gave up. There had been situations where things were not so in favor, and still I'm hustling, I'm still struggling. So it's not like this key. The journey is like, I have arrived. There are a lot of, still miles to go, because Akarshan has reached to a phase which is a kind of miracle for many others. But for me, I don't feel that Akarshan is still at 0.01% of potential. I think Akarshan has a lot more to offer, lot more to do. And the best part about this, Neha, that I never approached anyone. Everything came to me. So all these awards, obviously there are few awards which are like which are industry wise happen. So Retail Jewelry India Award is one of them, which is like Oscar of Indian Jewelry. Then IJ Award is there, and there are few other awards which are run by the industry. And what happens in that, the whole jewelers from across India participate. So there is nothing called, there's a huge competition. Whether we are competing with Hazuri Lal, you're competing with Tanish, you're competing with Kalyan, Malabar, PNG, no, you name it, and all these jewelers are competing for those awards. And Akarshan pieces sitting in Bhopal are getting consecutively nominated for all the 5 years, and they have won for 2 years. So that's a kind of great achievement which I feel, because we competed with the giants. So I always felt like an end between those, elephants. But still we could win it. So that's a great thing which I pat my back for. Then WCRC Leaders has recently got me awarded as Entrepreneur of India and also Inspiration Brand of India at London. So I have a House of Lords with a lot of Lords Megan, Lords Paul, Lords Mira. So that was a great achievement because I was among the top 50 Indians. So I would say I consider myself lucky because these people choose me. Because sitting in Bhopal, I never get acknowledged so much by the local people. But then all these things coming to me, so somewhere the universe is saying, "Hey, we are acknowledging your hard work. Your hard work is not going wasted."
Good, ma'am. Good to know that so much you have done for the success and you have achieved what you have done for that. And ma'am, also you have traveled internationally and received global awards and media coverage. So can you share some of the highlights?
I just told you that in London, I received at House of Lords, by House of the Lord Meghan and Lord Paul and Lord Mira were there, and we were facilitated as Inspiration Brand of India, also Entrepreneur of India. And this is by WCRC Later, which is a great, 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 people who do a lot of brand research and all. So it's a very big name. So they facilitated top 50 Indians across globe, and I was one among them. Also, I was featured in Tim. There's a magazine from Saudi Arabia. So the Tim has featured me as one of the powerful women on in India. Also, Outlook has given me an opportunity to get presented in this Women's Day also. I think somewhere all my hard work and my creativity is getting recognized by the big people. So I think I'm thankful for that.
Yes, ma'am. Surely your hard work is reflecting the way you are succeeding, and we hope you go on succeeding in your life. And
Thank you so much.
you have an eye for beauty and diamonds in people. So, from where do you draw your inspiration for your handicraft jewelry?
Neha, I'll be very, very, very honest to you because I'm known for being brutally honest. I'm a person who was born with two left hands. So what happens, because since I was a nerd, I had both math biology as my subject, and I was into Java J2E coding. Then I was into strategy. So I had been a nerd through and through in my life. Yes, I had been a fashionista thanks to being Victorian. I always had the sense of power dressing because somewhere it inherited through my whatever, being a Taurian or say my family genes or whatever. I had been a fashionista too. So when I got into jewelry, I had the knowledge of gemology, I had the knowledge of diamonds, I knew about the rare gemstones, I knew about, then I read about a lot of international brands like Tiffany, Harry Winston, Bulgari, Van Cleef Arpels. I realized there's a sense of beauty and craftsmanship in the kind of jewelry these luxury brands make. And I saw that very niche segment in India where none of the jewelers has been working in this particular segment. So I found this is a very, very big niche segment between the normal jewelers, because what you see if you go to any of the retail jewelers across India, you would find something similar kind of jewelry, because they are dealing with the masses and masses give them volume and volume gives a lot of money. So the most jewelers in India are leveraging on the mass products, and they're leveraging on the products which are being created by a manufacturer, and they're trading and selling. Nobody's actually going to the creativity and hard work, because that's a hard work. There's a lot of hard work being involved into it, because you have to work on each and every piece and the detailing and a lot of details which goes with each piece. And obviously the end customer in India is not ready for the luxury in jewelry yet, because that kind of segmentation is not being clearly demarcated. If you see fashion industry, people pay to Manish Malhotra, Sabyasachi, designers a good amount of money for their design and creativity. But in jewelry, especially in the high jewelry, the real jewelry, you would not see such kind of demarcation yet in India. So with Akarshan, we went very ambitious to cater to this particular segment. And it's in this complete 12 years of journey, we try exhibiting only in the luxury festival. We participated in an international wedding conference. It was by EWPC in Singapore, so we were silver partner there. So with Akash, we're very conscious. We're very conscious ki where are we present, what are we making, what are we doing. Though with so much name and everything, we couldn't justify it with the kind of money and everything. But what we have done, we've established ourselves with the kind of work we want to do.
Great, ma'am. So I think the research part played a major role.
Yes.
And ma'am, being a mother, you have so many responsibilities. So how do you find work-life balance?
I'm very blessed because as in a you blossom where you are rooted is the first statement I read when I came back to Bhopal. And I think it played a very vital role. Whenever I'm disappointed, I have my backbone as my family as my backbone, especially my mother. So I would say as I shifted to Bhopal, I had a huge support in her. So most of the task has been taken care by mother for raising my daughter. Only the study part I took care, and taking care of her extracurricular and all. But majorly, my mother has been a backbone who supported me to raise my daughter and bring her to a beautiful human.
Wow, ma'am, great. Family plays an important role.
Totally.
And ma'am, last question. What is your message for young entrepreneurs, especially the women?
I would say if you have a vision, don't value for money very soon. I know that money is needed to run the business. Look for alternative. This is with Akarshan, what I did, I know my pieces, what I create are very expensive. And a time would come when my pieces will get sold out. There are no time when I make one piece and it has gone sold out after 8 years. But I never lose hope. Why? Because I know if I've created something beautiful, one day a person who appreciates it would come and buy it. So I never sell it for short. Secondly, to overcome my expenses and have the bread and butter, I have custom designing where I make something in budget for the people. Then I have remodeling where I remodel the old pieces and make them something new. So that given me the bread and butter and for money enough to run and sustainable. Then I read this book Lean Six Sigma. I've done also Lean Six Sigma. So I followed a very lean model sitting in Bhopal. I knew my challenges. So I have kept absolutely less frills in my in studio. I think I have been a solopreneur for a very, very long time. Interns come and go. Some people I hire, but since Bhopal, I'm not getting the right talent, the right kind of people. I manage everything. So I become a one-woman army. So it is like this ki you have to, even if you are so established and so known and everything is there, but you have to see the ground realities and you have to act accordingly.
Sure, ma'am. So basically three things, ma'am: patience, experimentation, and facing the challenges.
Yes.
Great, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today. If you want to tell anything else to our audience, you may.
I would certainly say that when you are able to appreciate creativity in other industries, I would say that have a soft corner for our industry also and appreciate the kind of creativity and the exclusiveness which we are trying to bring in. Because mass production, I know is good; it gives job to many people, but preserving our craft, preserving our tradition, and preserving and bringing the contemporary look and bringing up a brand which stands tall among the world luxury is also something which is going to bring India to the world map of luxury. So I think that is also one front which Indian has to start appreciating.
Yes, ma'am, sure. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your inspiring story and your success. Thank you so much, ma'am. That's all from our side.
Yeah, thank you, Neha. Thank you so much.